So we have
Yeah,
protein, carbs, fats, and vegetables. So how do we create a meal out of this? So we take like from the first, from the second, basically that is like a balanced meal, right? I want to start with that because you also asked about these plates and so on. So let's not do that right now. Let's first do the balanced plate. And balanced plate is that one that you have like half plate vegetables and then let's say about a quarter of protein, quarter of carbohydrates, and maybe throw in some. Yeah, so basically what you do is just connect the dots, let's say, let's call it that way. So you pick, for example, I don't know, pick a protein source. What do we have here?
Chicken.
Chicken, okay. What kind of carbohydrate?
White rice.
Okay. So white chicken, white rice. Oh, okay. Then what we have for some fat?
Olive oil and spinach.
Oh, perfect. So you see, that's your meal. I think this is pretty clear, right? So now, what is the confusion for you at this point?
No, this is fine, but it's yeah, just to make the combination. I mean, it's if you're sitting there in the evening, then you're like, well, you have no idea how to put it together. Sometimes it's
Yeah, so can you be more specific? Because now you just put it together. Like, do you not know how to cook it,
maybe
or
this is my
what do you mean?
personality. If I speak about it, it's easier than if I have to sit in front of it and just reading theory, because I'm a kind of if I'm sitting in the evening in front of it, and it's like I'm looking a Chinese book, which I cannot understand. But when I'm talking about it, then maybe then it's easier. But the thing was now, I mean, this meal, it's only for lunch and dinner, or this is what I didn't understand. Or do I have to make it the same way for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? This combination. And then I was not sure how many parts of each of it, how many parts of protein and so on. But you just said half of the plate has to be vegetables and the other part then a combination of proteins and carbs.
Yeah, and you have those like plates that you mentioned.
Yeah, no, this I have, but yeah, for me it's new. I'm not used to make this kind of calculation. So it's basically just
It's not a
focusing
calculation.
on,
I think yes, I see. So yeah, sorry for interrupting.
so it's basically just to focus on half the plate has to be vegetables and then the rest a combination of protein and carbs.
Right. So the balance plate is exactly like that. So that is what you have. And there you have the veggies part. I think this is obvious. So that would be your spinach right there. Maybe also some tomatoes. I don't want that spinach to be alone there. So you have some cherry tomatoes with it. And now that was your question. Let's say chicken. So you have, I don't know, 2-3 slices, whatever that is, or maybe you cut it into pieces, right? Of course, you will not eat it raw. So you can boil it, you can put it into microwave oven, you can grill it, you can make it like a, I don't know. So let's say they are grilled because this is what people love, right? So imagine they are not burned, right? Even though they are, even though they are black. And then you would have like these two, let's say, rice. We cannot paint with white, so it will be here. Yeah. So does it make more sense like this?
No, this I understood, Daniel. This is fine.
Okay.
My point is now this menu plan. Do I have to do it the same way for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or only for the main courses like lunch and dinner?
Okay, so the main courses are breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
Lunch and dinner.
As well,
by
as well for
breakfast is also main course.
Okay. This was the confusion. Okay, so basically I have to do it the same way for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the idea, exactly. So,
Okay.
yeah, because we have like main courses and then we have, let's say, snacks or whatever. These are in between, let's say, but no, we want to focus on like main courses. And for example, you can have this for breakfast, for lunch, or for dinner, or for all. You don't need to have like oatmeal for breakfast. You can have chicken or pizza or whatever, like we tend to think like we have like breakfast foods and then lunch foods and dinner foods or whatever.
Okay.
Remove that bullshit. I mean, you can follow it, but I see that for many people is like, but I want something sweet, but now it's dinner, and for dinner I cannot have pancakes or I cannot have oatmeal for dinner because it's breakfast food, or I cannot have this chicken breast for breakfast on Sunday morning, for example, because it needs to be eggs or it needs to be oatmeal or pancakes because this is a breakfast food. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can have leftovers from dinner for breakfast.
Okay. All right. No, okay, then yeah, this is maybe the point where I got stuck a bit.
Okay.
But okay.
I'm happy about it. Now,
Then,
one more important thing.
Yeah.
I believe I mentioned it there in the video, but I want to mention it even now. So this is now clear, right? Yeah. One thing we forgot to mention is olive oil. So maybe you put it into the salad, like 1 tablespoon, let's say. The oil when we are adding is up to 1 tablespoon, right? Or maybe you sear the chicken on that oil. So you use it there or there.
No, of course. I mean, this I understand. I mean, I would not add it extra just to have it a bit oilier. So.
Okay, so I want this to be clear. Now, sometimes the confusion comes because with this kind of meal, it is very like simple. But what if you had like Asian meal, and this is usually stir fry? So you would have like this chicken meat with rice and with vegetables, but it's all together. And now people are like, but how do I cannot imagine it on that plate because it's all mixed and combined. So how I propose to do it is like you prepare these ingredients like you have here on this plate. And that is your proportions before cooking it. Okay?
Mhm.
So this is like raw vegetables, raw meat, raw
Okay.
rice before cooking it.
Yeah. Okay,
Then
understand.
when you prepare the meal and when it's all mixed together, well, basically you already have these proportions. So on the plate it will look differently, but the proportions are the same. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Okay, understand.